Such a Nerd Podcast. Of course they're wearing pants. Or are they?
Welcome everyone to Such a Nerd Podcast, spooky, scary Halloween edition. That was a nerdgasm. What are you talking about?
That's what ghosts sound like to me.
It's a spooky ghost.
Introduce yourselves, fuckers.
No.
No? Alright.
I'm Bart Simpson.
Alright, we got Bart.
I'll just go with my name.
Kirk.
I'm YouTube pulling your shit down for being copyrighted.
Ooh.
That's scary as hell.
Yeah, we got some copyright infringements.
Yeah, so we've lost a chunk of our back catalog.
I'm working on fixing that.
Maybe.
No, I'm working on it.
We'll check it on break.
So what's going on, everybody? So we are going to take a break from the Xenogears retrospective today.
Oh my god! I'm still doing that?
Yes, you are.
Man, I gotta get over that.
It's alright, we're still doing Jesus too. Yes, I said doing Jesus.
I'm doing Jesus. That's not right.
So we're taking a break from the retrospective to do a Halloween episode. So we got something pretty cool planned, I think.
Josh originally thought we could fit both in, then he realized, no, it's not going to happen.
It was more, I didn't want Kirk to sit here and be like twiddling his thumbs like, yeah, I know exactly what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, Xeno guys.
Yeah, I have no idea what they're talking about.
Xenomorphs.
Yes, Xenomorphs.
Xenomorphs, I know.
There you go. It'd have been like, is that the alien thing?
Yeah, exactly.
It is technically an alien thing.
It is technically the alien thing.
So, welcome to our Halloween extravaganza.
Alright, so we got a little bit of news to start out with.
Oh, we have news?
A little bit.
Oh, man.
A little bit. So first one is OMG Star Wars trailer.
It was pretty epic.
I've watched it, like I told you, probably 20 times.
You want me to go see the movie twice, and I refuse.
Yeah, so I was like, David, let's go see this thing twice. I'm going to buy tickets now. And he's like, nah, I'm good with once.
I can't. I have ADHD, and sitting there for two movies, especially if it's the same movie, I'm just going to be like, eh.
What if it's so phenomenal, you're like, dude, we should have seen it
Dude,
twice.
everybody thought The Phantom Menace was going to be so phenomenal.
You didn't like the Phantom Menace?
Huh?
You didn't like the Phantom... Jar Jar's the man.
Jar Jar's the Gungdan thing.
Even if I do like a movie, I like to be able to sit and rest on it. So I was like, yeah, one will be good. I'll go see it again. I'm pretty sure if it's that good, I'll go see it in theaters again. But the opening week, I just want the first impression. And I want to be able to go see Kyron at the same time. Pretty much, I've already talked to my boss. It's like, come to work, half day, go watch movie, still in work truck. And then go watch Child. And then it's like, all right, everything works out that way.
Alright, so you're going to be super stinky when we go see this.
Yes.
Okay.
No, not technically. I'm not going to do much work that day. I'm working to plan around this.
Okay.
I'm guessing you're referring to my Super Stinky Tuesday.
Yeah,
we recorded.
Honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't smell anything. But then again, my smelling might be jacked up, so.
Who knows?
Apparently, this is the only movie that's made its money back off of pre-sales alone.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, so I actually have that here.
That.
Highest movie pre-sales ever.
Damn.
8 times the amount of any other movie ever.
8 times? Wow. They dwarfed it that bad?
Yes. And IMAX, I want to say it was 1.2 million is the highest it's ever been for IMAX, just IMAX. They're already over 6 million for IMAX.
That's awesome.
That
because
is
we're
awesome.
going to go see it in IMAX.
So my question to you guys is it going to break the record
Yes.
held by Avatar?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Yeah?
Yeah. They said they've already sold out the first 1,000 shows in pre-sale.
They crashed how many websites?
Yeah. LucasArts has basically told every movie theater, you are not showing another IMAX movie for like the first month.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about this before. How they have the rights pretty much to IMAX exclusive to anything but like documentary type stuff.
Yeah, like your Space Hubble stuff. Yeah.
That's so crazy. I thought it was hilarious when I heard like Fandango, like just the servers couldn't keep up. It was like, yeah, we're down. We're done.
Took me 45 minutes to buy tickets.
Nice.
I remember him just like basically yelling at me pretty much. Like I could almost feel the anger. It's like, what are we doing? I'm buying this now.
I'm buying tickets. What do you want to do, goddammit?
Are we doing 2 or are we doing 1? I'm like, I want to do 1. I felt so bad because I know you want to do 2. So
as I'm running around turning off every Wi-Fi device so it doesn't slow down any internet.
It's like, stop getting my tickets. So, dude, that is so crazy. It's breaking records. Is there too much hype behind this movie?
No.
I don't think so because, and I was thinking about this, like even when episode 1 came out, I remember watching I remember watching the trailer and being like, okay, that part looks cool, that part looks cool. I'm going to go see it because it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm watching this trailer and like literally getting choked up. Like it looks that epic.
I actually went and watched episode 1 like in movie theaters. I'd never seen the other ones in theater. And it was like, this is fucking awful.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Like I was like, who is this weird thing with batwing ears? The worst character ever. Ever. No, maybe. Jackofasaurus, who was only made to make fun of him. Yeah. South Park. Might have beat him.
Maybe.
No, you don't beat Jar Jar.
No.
You never saw Poochie the Wonder Dog from The Simpsons?
I need to. Oh, I know what you're talking about with the sunglasses and the skateboard.
I must go to my home planet now.
I am really bitter that we are recording right now because we are missing Treehouse of Horrors. It's the best episodes. They're always the best.
They're always the best, yeah. But you'll get over it.
They did get around from, fuck it. We're doing it live. They got away from the spooky, scary type deals and focused more on, like, just movies. Like, did you see the one where they were doing Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, he saw it. I was like, this has nothing to do with Halloween. It just became movie parody time.
Gotcha.
So, but this year actually looked pretty good, and I was kind of excited. I'm going to watch it later, but what can you do?
Well, if you play their Tapped Out game, you already know what's going to happen anyway.
Wait, what happened?
There's Simpsons Tapped Out, that tablet game they have.
Yeah.
That I've been playing for like 3 years. They usually come up with, these are your little side quests, and then when you hit the end of the side quest, it'll say, to find out what happens, watch The Simpsons at 8 o'clock Sunday night. Like,
really?
So basically, I already know what's going to happen here. I know every character you've just put in.
Wow, I didn't know that. I heard that was actually a really big game when it came out, though.
Yeah, and then EA took it, and it took 2.5 weeks to get back into it.
Well, that's because it's EA.
Yeah, because EA took it, and now every time you hit the button, it would crash.
It was like, hey, check out The Sims 5, pre-release, and you're done. You want to get into your city? I don't care if you paid for it. We're not ready for you.
Online only, bitch.
Fuck that. New wave trend.
Yeah.
Online only. It destroyed Diablo. It destroyed SimCity. What's next? Oh, wait. It destroyed Street Fighter V beta.
Oh, I thought you were going to say what's next in the news.
Oh, no. What's next in the news? I'd love to hear it. I'm sorry we went on a tangent.
Back to the Future had its 30th anniversary. Of course, we had Back to the Future Day.
What's Back to the Future?
It was some minor little independent movie. Some people maybe saw it.
Did Sam Raimi make that?
So I didn't find out until much later in the day, but some of the AMC theaters were actually showing all the Back to the Future movies.
I think you were bitter when you figured that out.
I was bitter because I was like, fuck, it's 1 o'clock and it starts at 4. There's no way I can get off work.
When are you going to see those movies in theaters again?
Never.
That was the last time.
When I become super rich and have a 100-inch TV in my house.
It's not, dude, you can have your own theater. Real theater. Do it the millimeter film style. Everything.
Then you got to find it in the millimeter and project
Check
it.
eBay. I'm sure it only costs a lot.
Apparently, it did really well for a film being re-released in theaters, so we might see more of these.
That would be
coming down the
awesome.
line.
That's what they should have been doing a long time ago. Like, I think, like, once a week, this one spot, they should run popular older movies, like from the 80s, 90s. That would be awesome. It's like, oh, they're playing what movie this week?
Yeah, I think it's AMC does that, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Do they?
Yeah, they'll put out like they put Ghostbusters back in the theater for one day.
Oh, that would be awesome. I got to start watching their website or Twitter feed.
It's Militon. All right. Monty Python and the Holy Grail 40th anniversary coming up.
Oh, is it really that old already?
It is really that old.
Oh, man.
That means I'm old.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, I got to watch it when I get home. Again.
Yeah.
It'll only be the 300th time, probably.
I just wanted to bring that up.
It's crazy.
Die Hard Year One is a thing.
Die Hard Year One?
Yes, so they are doing another Die Hard movie, but they don't want old grumpy Bruce Willis in it.
You mean the face of the franchise?
Yes, so they are going to do a prequel
That's dumb.
starring a different actor when he first graduates from the police academy.
Shia LaBeouf. Perfect fit.
Yes, just shoot me now. Thank you.
Shia LaBeouf with his romantic interest being Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, this
Jesus.
movie's shaping up. Put it into production now.
Do it.
Let's film the last scene immediately.
Because you're never going to get either one of them to come back to the set.
She's going to be doing drugs. He's going to be talking about artistic points of view. By the way, he really thinks he's very artistic.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
It's very artsy to blindfold yourself and say, do whatever you want to me. Good job, Shia LaBeouf.
It's the boof.
Boof. Oh, Captain Boofy.
Video game news.
All right, wow, we have game news?
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Fallout 4 goes gold.
Nobody cares.
Need for Speed goes gold.
Nobody cares.
Rock Band 4 devs admit to employees posting positive reviews on Amazon.
Wow.
Are we
So?
shocked?
Not really.
No, I don't think so.
I was disappointed when I read that game is the exact same game. They really did nothing to change anything.
If anything, they dumbed it down even more. It's more
Really?
like Rock Band 2.
Huh.
Yeah.
I got Guitar Hero, so I'm good.
Yeah, so you picked that up. How's that?
You want me to give it like a mini review?
Yeah, do a mini review.
It's the same intro. Can we hire somebody else to do that?
It's not Neversoft anymore, right?
No, it's
Okay.
not. And actually, the thing that really drew me in is, yeah, everybody's complaining, oh, well, now you don't have drums and vocals and blah, blah, blah. It's like, so? I mainly played the guitar even after I got over the gimmick. Because we had plenty of Rock Band nights where I was just like, just give me a guitar.
Yeah.
The biggest thing, if you're old school rhythm game, you got to get over the new 6-button layout. Dude, that is tough. Like I think I told you about it when I first got it. I was like, dude, my pinky is like freaking out.
Pinky's like, I don't know what to do.
There's a button all the way to the left. You don't need that finger anymore. But my pinky was still like, just hitting nothing. I'm like, I cannot figure this out. So now it's black and white, 3 buttons on each. So you got 6 buttons, an open fret where it's a 7th button technically. But so far, everybody complained about GT Live because it's like, oh, you got to spin plays and microtransactions. People don't seem to realize you get all the DLC for free. Why hasn't anybody pointed that out?
Because people are dumb.
It's like, yeah, you can earn plays by playing the game. You get them pretty regularly. You don't have to do the microtransaction thing. But it's like you got the main game live, which is pretty good. There are more songs I don't like than I thought there'd be.
Okay.
But the live thing, I actually really like it. So it's like you get 2 channels and they play different chunks every half an hour. It's like classic rock, or it's 2000 plus. It's pretty cool. But if you want to play a specific song, you got to spin plays. Which, like I said, you can just earn. You just play the game, you get them. It's easy. It's like fight money.
Oh, yeah.
You were arguing for that.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. It's like, I have no problem just playing random songs on guitar. It's cool. It's like, whatever, just play it. If I don't like it, I'll switch channels. So you do that and blah, blah, blah. In the end, do I regret buying it? Not at all. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's a good thing to tide me over after Metal Gear. that I keep playing because I don't think it's over.
Right. It's over.
It can't be over.
Over.
It's pissing me off. I just keep playing side ops going, this is going to unlock something.
Nope. It's over.
Man, they really botched that. Fuck you, Konami. That was going to be an epic ending. You didn't see the cutscene. I saw it.
So we will save that for when we do
The retrospective.
part 5 of our Metal Gear Solid
The
retrospective
ending.
somewhere down the road.
Yeah, we got to give it. I'd give it another at least month, and then we'll just blow out all the spoilers. It's like, yeah, well, if you didn't play it, it's been out this long.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
Yeah, a month sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me too, because we do need to discuss that in detail.
Alright, last bit I have TV news, which is not really TV, but I never know where to put the internet.
Is it
things,
Netflix TV type deal?
So. Yeah.
All right. It can be considered TV. It's taking over. It's going to be TV.
Well, it's YouTube Red.
That is not going to ever be TV. That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen.
I think we all assumed it was going this way once they started doing advertisements in front of every video.
Oh, yeah.
So you can watch it ad-free YouTube for $10 a month.
So I have to pay $10 a month to watch cat videos?
Yes.
No.
Without advertisements.
I can wait the 5 seconds and then click skip ad.
Technically, they're all pretty much 30 seconds now. They're up in the game on the ads.
There's more and more non-skippable ads, too.
Those Geico ones are pissing me off.
Yeah.
You can't skip this ad because it's already over. Then why are you talking?
Except it's not.
You're still talking. It's not over. No, dude, the advertisements on YouTube are getting ridiculous, and it makes me so happy I have ad blocker. Yes, that's a thing, my son.
Alright, so that's all I got for news.
The only thing that sucks about ad blocker is it does not allow content producers to make revenue, because it can also notice that an ad has been skipped. Kind of sucks. I turn it off when I watch Continue videos, Cinemassacre videos, and JonTron.
Well, guess what?
Huh.
It's not helping us because we're not making any money because
We're getting ripped off of YouTube.
Team America, whoever owns the copyrights to that, is making all the money.
They don't like us.
They don't like us.
Fuck them.
Trying to give your movie props.
Yeah, bitch.
What, they complained it pulled it?
They've pulled a bunch of our stuff.
Yeah, so I logged on to YouTube. We have like 9 copyright infringements.
Nice.
Yeah, and most of it's from, songs that we've used from Team America.
Which sucks, because if you remember, if you can get back to that episode, I don't know if you can load it anymore. We're like, if there's anybody that wouldn't complain, it's Matt and Trey.
Yeah.
But technically, in the end, it's not Matt and Trey. It's the company going, we own that?
Yeah, whatever record company owns it, I don't know.
This video has 15 views. Check it.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Like, the video they pulled literally has 16 views.
Really?
And I'm like,
that was good.
Really,
that was
guys? Really?
And one of them was the lawyer.
He said one of the infringements is actually, they tell us the time in which it happened, and it's you talking about Doctor Who.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Did I let somebody go for mentioning Doctor Who?
What did you say it was?
Yeah, it was. We were doing Nerdgasms, and you mentioned that story where somebody was running late for Doctor Who or whatever. So like I go in and it has it timestamped, so it's like an hour and 41 minutes to an hour and 42 minutes. So I click the thing, I listen to it, and I'm like, there's no music. What are we doing? I don't get it.
Apparently you can't even mention Doctor Who.
Apparently you can't mention Doctor Who.
This episode is getting pulled off of YouTube as we speak.
Yeah.
Man.
No, that's ridiculous. I have no clue how that even happened.
All right, whatever. So I'm working on fixing that. We'll get it resolved. But
all right, coming back, we're doing our Halloween special. We got a segue because we need to put some copyrighted music right here.
had probably the world's greatest comment last night. So,
Welcome back.
we're back. All right.
Hey, I figured you do it to me all the time.
Yes, I do.
All right. We are back.
I do it to David all the time.
Hi, this is David. This is such a podcast.
Such a masturbation podcast.
I got my wiener in my hand as we speak.
I'm giving you the Dutch rudder.
I like Dutch rudders.
Who doesn't?
You can talk. You're official wife of the podcast. You can say hello. Can you say hello?
Somebody told me to stop talking.
No,
I didn't
we-
tell you
I'm
to.
speaking.
We shushed you. We didn't tell you to stop talking.
Oh,
We just
now
sit
I
here-
know the difference.
Ah.
I'll just. I'm the beer girl. That's all.
I gotta be
Let
careful.
me get you your beers, and I'll leave now.
That was a Trey Parker reference. I might want to call him.
Oh, yeah. Back off of that. Hold on. So we are back to do a Halloween special thingy.
This is going to take a long time, which is funny because we've been trying to do this for a long time, and everybody just get caught up in everything. And then when I walk away to go to smoke, somebody got to pee, and then somebody wants to tell a story, and they want to smoke. I'm a smoker. It's a terrible addiction.
So we are going to do a Halloween, well, not Halloween, but horror movie tournament.
Yes.
So this was originally going to be 16 movies.
16.
That's originally what it was going to be, was 16 movies.
Probably what we should have done.
Probably. So we are actually doing 32 movies, tournament style. We are going to find out which the best is.
So when we all agreed that one movie should be eliminated, let's just eliminate it. Let's not discuss.
Yeah, so there's 3 of us here.
Hi.
There's going to be no ties.
That sounded like no ties to me.
So just to clarify a couple things. So number 1, it's not best Halloween movie, it's horror movie.
It's Halloween. That's
Nope.
when you watch horror movies.
Number 2, it's not necessarily the scariest movie, just what movie you would prefer. So like as we always do in our remakes versus originals, you can only watch one for the rest of your life. You have to pick one.
All right.
Alright. Shall we
do
get
it.
into this?
Let's get into the meat.
And
I'm hungry. I'm so hungry.
the way I came up with this was A, personal preference, B, IMDb scores, Rotten Tomatoes scores,
And wife of the podcast?
Wife of the podcast contributed some. I asked some people at work what they thought.
Did you just talk to some kid while he was walking down the street?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Let's get this shit started.
All right.
First round is a no-brainer.
Yeah, first round. So I did random seeding as well. So these aren't in any particular order.
Thank you to challenge.com.
Yeah, good stuff. If you want to make a bracket, use challenge.com.
Challenge!
Lick the pound cake. All right.
Don't use that. We might get copyrighted.
The first matchup. Oh, by the way, also. Sorry.
I feel bad for the first matchup.
These are all originals unless otherwise stated.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, some of these are a little tilted.
All right. First one, The Exorcist versus The Omen.
And when I say they're tilted, I meant the first one, Exorcist.
Exorcist.
Exorcist it is.
I am so sorry, Omen. You
Yeah.
stood a chance.
Not a bad movie, but
You're not
nowhere
beating The
near as
Exorcist.
good as The Exorcist. Second matchup,
Another tilted one, in my opinion.
28 Days Later versus Halloween.
I'm going straight Halloween. Is anybody going to argue that?
No, Halloween.
Josh is, he's thinking about it.
Well, it's 2-1. So either way, Halloween wins.
We haven't had to have a discussion yet.
But no, I would go Halloween also. So
I think this might be the first one we might have a discussion on.
third matchup.
Are we supposed to? We should update our brackets.
I
as
should
we
probably
go.
be moving these in the bracket, shouldn't I?
Hey, man. Sometimes it happens. And we've never done this before, so you can't really be mad at us for trying something. We always try something new every week. We tried anal. We tried fisting. Oh, God. Has anybody tried fisting? No? Just
We're not
me?
having that.
I mean, not me.
Nope, never.
That's a joke. We're updating the brackets.
Yes, I am.
Well, there
I'm
was this
updating
time
the
at
brackets.
camp, but yeah.
Oh, was it band camp?
No, it was Catholic camp.
Oh, whoa.
We're really not touching that.
And everything. Dude, Jesus is going to be mad at us for copyright infringement.
All right. Third matchup.
Yes.
Psycho versus Friday the 13th.
I think we finally have a battle. I'm going to go Psycho.
Yeah, based on that, Psycho.
Oh, no.
I would have gone Friday the 13th, and the reason is because, again, you can only watch one for the rest of your life. I understand the importance of Psycho, and I just feel like it's not that... I feel like Vertigo is the better movie from Hitchcock.
I feel like, compared to the way they were shot, everything arranged, everything considered, I just feel Psycho is a better movie.
I know, but Kevin Bacon gets stabbed in the neck with an arrow.
Kevin Bacon dies. That's actually a really good point. It's like my fantasies come to life. I'm still going to go Psycho, though. It's such a good movie.
The reveal of Mother at the end.
Yeah, dude.
All right, so we're going with Psycho.
Psycho wins. Man, maybe we shouldn't. No, challenge.com. We're figuring it out.
Nightmare on Elm Street
versus Scream. The Birth versus the Reinvigorator, I'd call it.
Yeah.
Because horror movies were kind of dying off when Scream came out.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Not even close.
Not even close. I tried to make an argument.
Johnny Depp being sucked into the bed.
Man.
Not even close.
I wish the scene they had put in that was not in the movie with Johnny Depp, where he rises back out of the bed, was in the movie. Did you see that?
Oh, on the
deleted scene.
Yeah, it's one of the deleted scenes. He's like covered in blood, and he just rises out and just you hear the splosh sound. And of course, back then it's like wet. No, that's way too graphic.
Nothing can be wet ever.
Yes.
Except
let's avoid that conversation. Here we go.
Next matchup: Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus The Thing.
I give it to The Thing.
For me, it's not close. It's The Thing.
See, that's 2-1 because I would go to Texas Chainsaw.
Do you want to try and convince us, or do you think we're not going to be swayed?
No, I just think you don't have to be swayed. I just like the way Texas Chainsaw was done, the way Tobe Hooper, basically, and the fact that only one person is killed by a chainsaw.
Yeah. Well, we have to move along.
I think The Thing wins based on just practical effects alone.
Oh yeah,
Thing had amazing effects, and I don't remember what year it came out. The new Thing, I think it was actually pretty good too.
Yeah, I don't understand why people were complaining.
Oh, people were like bashing that movie. I was like, it's not that bad.
No, it's really not.
Well, The Thing was one of the first movies I learned that if you speak another language, they tell you the whole plot in the first 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. When they're chasing the dog with the helicopter,
yeah,
they're speaking Swedish. They're yelling, "Get away from it! It's not a dog. It's a creature. Get away from it, you fools!"
I did not know that, and that's pretty awesome.
So I'm like, okay.
So you gave away the whole movie right at the beginning, but because it's an American
movie. But because Americans don't want to learn any other languages, we had no idea what's being said.
So what if the movie's being shown in Sweden?
They already knew. Movie's over, done.
But do they change the language to like the guy speaking American instead?
Road trip. Let's find out.
Speaking American.
Speaking of Americans, let's go to the next matchup.
Nosferatu versus Poltergeist.
Yeah, Nosferatu, breakthrough film for the time, but it's going to be Poltergeist for me.
Oh, Poltergeist, yeah.
I agree, yeah.
Especially since Nosferatu every single copy got pulled.
Yeah.
So.
Doesn't help. The only reason it was called Nosferatu is because they couldn't get the rights to Dracula. So.
Although the version with 9 Inch Nails doing the soundtrack was pretty good.
Oh, hell yeah. But we're talking originals.
That is the original.
Is it?
Yeah, well, the original's a silent movie.
True. Okay, I'll give you that. Damn it. All right, I'm changing my vote.
You're still 2.
Dawn of the Dead versus Misery. I know what Kirk's going.
I'm going Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead it is, yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't feel there's, outside of it, a good Stephen King adaptation.
Misery was good.
I like Misery.
It was pretty good, but still...
And The Stand.
Oh, okay.
The miniseries The Stand?
I'll give you The Stand.
Children of the... No?
Well, that's...
Children of the Corn.
Just wait a minute.
Children of the Corn.
You're always giving away spoilers.
Sorry.
Jeez.
Spoilers.
All right, next matchup: The Conjuring versus Alien.
I like The Conjuring, so
I
this is going to hurt me to say Alien.
Yeah, I like the it's Alien.
You can't beat Alien. It set a tone for sci-fi thriller.
Yes.
And it was supposed to be Dune.
What?
The official way for
Yeah.
the podcast
It was supposed to be
says that
Dune?
that is the scariest
Alien?
movie she's ever seen.
Yeah,
I
a bunch
did
of
not
the
know
people
that.
working on Alien.
Damn it.
It's one of these movies that were never made. When they were talking about Dune, it was supposed to be like 17 hours long. And they went, no, you're done. And they took everything and went, okay, we're making a horror movie out of this. So,
That's awesome. I wish I had seen that Dune.
I don't understand the Dune they made.
I never actually watched Dune. I only read the book.
All right, next.
That got quiet.
Wait, there's a book?
Next. Hellraiser versus The Blair Witch Project.
Oh, good. Another easy one. Hellraiser.
Blair
Thank
Witch.
you. Whoa. What?
I'm going Blair Witch.
Really? Did you guys watch Hellraiser?
Yes.
By the way, I only said that because I was listening to my NES list where every time I said something about a game, I was like, did you play it?
Yes,
really?
I'm going with Blair Witch.
I'm going to argue.
Okay.
I'm
Argue.
voting.
Do it.
So what makes you guys think Blair Witch is better than Hellraiser?
I'll never camp again.
I
I
would
was
never
an
camp to
avid
begin
camper. Loved
with.
to camp.
I'm just wondering what they think is better about it.
All right, so when this movie came out, and I understand if you were seeing it in the theater, yeah, you probably got nauseous watching it on a big screen.
Nope.
All this other bullshit. The first time I watched that movie was alone in my room at my parents' house. You've been in that room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big room.
Don't need a movie to be.
All the lights were off.
I wonder if you could hear that fart. Sorry.
Scared the living Jesus out of me.
Blair Witch did?
Yes.
That movie is fucking boring.
Daughter of the podcast.
I didn't realize she was
She's got
down here.
headphones on.
I didn't realize she was down here.
That was for a joke
Oh,
because she
no.
would tell you it's terrifying.
She watched it.
I think that movie is so boring and the ending is just terrible.
I love the ending.
It tells you nothing. It shows
It's
you
not supposed to
nothing.
tell you
It
anything.
doesn't need to.
It didn't build up well enough to where that had an impact.
It didn't build up.
That's all that
Okay.
movie was a build up to
This
a
is might actually come to
lackluster
blows. Can we
finale.
back
I'll
up?
just let Amy argue this one first.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know that I don't get a say in your voting because I'm just a woman. However,
What?
Well, she's got a point.
we don't
Fucking
vote.
Gwen Stefani over here.
I know we don't vote.
Just a girl.
However, that particular movie was kind of trailblazing for a few reasons. It was the first
It
big...
ruined the horror genre.
Can I speak, please? I know
Oh,
you
sorry.
don't like it when I speak, but...
Go ahead.
So, it
I'm
was-
listening.
Ooh. Do you want another cold beer here?
No.
I will not
Say no
get
because
it.
she will throw it at you.
You're good now, Inch.
Okay, continue.
So, it was the first major blockbuster found footage film, and I did that with air quotes, right? But they were fantastic in the way they did it. It was very small budget, and what they actually did is they took 3 film students, and I want to say from Towson, but don't quote, sorry, internets, please don't quote me. They took 3 unknown film students, and literally this is what they did.
Get her internets.
They put them in the middle of the woods, and that is God's honest. They put them in the middle of the woods with no script, gave them handheld 8mm, and they would tack a milk carton, a milk crate, onto a tree every day, and they would give them some rudimentary, points on a map, a hand-drawn map. Every day, they had to go out into the woods. They were completely disoriented. They had no idea where they were. They had no script. It became absolutely real to them. And when the milk crates on the tree, all it was here are some outlines for the day. This is what should be happening in the scene, but it still had no lines to it. So every single day they had basic, very, very basic plot points as to what should be happening. But those kids were genuinely scared to death. And when you see that tent coming in on them from all sides, they didn't expect that. That's absolute fear. And the thing is, there is nothing to fear but fear itself, and that movie spells that out.
And the witch.
I mean, well, yes, of course, the
The
witch.
witch,
Yes. And all of that, Kirk, has to do with the build-up that he's saying wasn't there.
And just for reference, the Blair Witch legend is fake. Please stop stealing the signs from Kirk.
It really is. I mean, come on now.
All right, now let's continue to the
But nobody
real
knew that it
idea.
was. People to this day think it's real.
Hellraiser is a real movie. Blair Witch is, we gave you guys $500. Blair Witch sucks. It was nothing tense about
Tell
it.
me about Hellraiser, what it does for
Did you see Hellraiser?
Yes.
Did you?
And
Did
then?
you see Hellraiser?
It is terrifying.
Did you see
In
Hellraiser?
a completely different way. But tell
I'm
me...
cheesing that line. The idea of actually being entrapped with the what are they called? Do you remember what they're
Cenobites?
called?
The Deadites?
No,
Not
Deadites is Evil Dead. He said it.
Cenobites.
That it's like it's not even really hell, is it? Is it?
I think it's pretty much hell.
It's pretty much hell, but it's like an in-between dimension where these people are just living to torture souls of people who unlock this box. And the fact that a soul managed to escape and get resurrected through the blood of his brother. And you're sitting there when you're watching this female randomly kill people throughout the entire movie to resurrect somebody she had an affair with on her husband. On the day of their wedding, pretty much. The weekend. The week of. Josh is watching a fighting
month
tournament. Really trying to
Maybe
pull
the
his attention
following
back.
year. I don't know.
Details.
And you're sitting there and you're watching everything and how it's all changing. How the daughter is starting to realize, oh, everything's going bad. But by the time she's starting to realize that her new mom is orchestrating all this, they're already killing her father and setting in the last points that he needs to be resurrected as a human being.
So there is story there.
There's a huge story.
I appreciate...
Which they completely
I appreciate that argument.
destroyed following through because it was 80s horror. If you're going to say, hey, this guy's a killer.
And Pinhead is freaking terrifying. I mean,
Hey.
let's be honest.
I'm just saying.
he ain't no Freddy Krueger.
They had this whole
What?
thing where it's like, we're going to make this terrifying film. 8 movies later, we're going to say, there's gods controlling him. That's pretty much where all of them went.
Yeah, I stopped after.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
What was controlling
There were
Jason?
8 of them?
Oh, no. He just could randomly put himself in another body if it was a family member.
All right, so we're going to have to agree to disagree.
No,
It's
because
Blair
it's
Witch.
2-1. It's going to be Blair Witch, and it's bullshit.
But you and I personally, and I'll bring you another cold beer.
I appreciate
Daddy
it.
juice, you need it. You know?
I always need daddy juice.
I know. I got you covered.
All right, next matchup: Night of the Living Dead versus Ju-On the Grudge.
We're talking the originals, though.
We're talking the original Night of the Living Dead. So
I'm going to have
George
to
A.
go
Romero.
Night. Sorry.
Night.
It's night. Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan wins again.
depends
I
on
thought it
depends on which one of his movies that was.
Uh,
All right.
Now
we
Last
come-
Airbender.
Ooh.
This for me is the main event of the first round.
This is a big one, and I don't like it, but I know what I'm going to say.
So we have the Evil Dead remake that came out 2 years ago
Yeah,
versus The Ring.
Evil Dead. Did I hold off long enough for that?
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I think everybody can see who my favorite twin is.
Yeah. Based on that, Evil Dead.
Yeah.
This was the toughest one for me. It really was. But I'm going to go with Evil Dead as well.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what it does next round. Oh, I just looked at the next round. Sorry. Here we go.
All right. Event Horizon versus Jaws.
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 It's Jaws, yeah. I love Event Horizon. I think it's a very underrated movie.
It was actually a really good movie, but Jaws is... it's got eyes. It's got a doll's eyes.
His eyes all over black like a dog.
God damn it.
All right.
Any movie that sets the standard because half the stuff didn't work.
It's true.
That's what you look at the documentaries for it. Why is everything from the shark's point of view? Because we couldn't get the shark to work. We needed to film.
The Shining versus Child's Play.
I think this one might be trouble.
Really?
I knew you were.
I'm going Child's Play.
What?
It's
going,
the
I'm going Child's Play.
Shining.
What?
You're going Child's Play
Yeah.
Oh my
Because
god!
I don't like what Kubrick did to the movie versus the book.
versus the book.
So
Okay, we're talking movies here.
I just think there's a better build-up in Child's Play, even though you're supposed to know it's going to be the puppet, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, I appreciate it more. And the sequel, Child's Play 2, was amazing to me.
Well,
It's-
you're just wrong on that account. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Novelty versus...
We're
pure
talking
cinematic
about our
genius.
opinions. You can't change my opinion. You have no argument. I've
Kubrick
watched-
took too much
You're
out of
right.
the book
I
to...
know.
No,
I'm
Kubrick
sorry.
definitely changed like a lot of the story, which
I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to bash your brains in. Here's Johnny, the Forest Maze.
Look, the only good thing that came out of Here's Johnny is when they did Here's Johnny Cena.
We might have just stayed in a hotel with an incredibly long haul.
Come play with us, Daddy.
It was very terrifying.
I mean, don't get
Even
me
Maria
wrong.
brought it up.
I appreciate both of those films, but there were a lot of, like he's saying, there were a lot of liberties. Oh my God, too many L's.
There were a lot of lolly-loos.
It was a good movie, but
Hello.
I've always been a bigger fan of Chucky. And
I thought we were friends to the end. This is the end, bitch.
Josh did say he had a My Buddy, and it was a little bit terrifying.
it's strange. Here we go.
Next one.
Here we go.
Children of the Corn versus Carrie.
That's a tough one to me.
Oh, straight
I
up.
can't give a straight out opinion on that one.
I'm going Children of the Corn with Linda Hamilton.
That's where I'm thinking. Because that scene... Well, Josh agreed instantly, so I already lost. So I'm going Carrie.
Outlander.
That's what I was about to say, the Outlander scene. Carrie is a crazy movie about bullying, really.
So you said Children of the Corn. You said Carrie?
No, I was going to say Carrie because you were agreeing with Children of the Corn. I was going to say Children of the Corn.
Oh. Well, I was going to say Carrie. So there you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well. I
You
guess
could have been the deciding vote.
Yeah.
I guess now I got to say my real vote, which was going to be Carrie.
You're so
Hey,
dumb.
Carrie slides ahead.
I was only going to say Children. I was pointing it out. You were going to
what
say
he said.
Children of the Corn. I was like, well, I guess I might as well go with that.
What
because
goddamn movie were you going to pick?
I was going to pick Carrie because
Did he mention he wanted to be watching
Children of the
Simpsons?
Corn, well, it's a terrifying concept, but the idea of somebody with psychic powers, dude, I don't like it. It makes me pee my pants at night.
At the end of the day,
gotta
what
get
did it
over
for
that.
me is the last scene of Carrie where she's looking at her grave and the hand comes
The
up
hand
out
comes.
of the grave.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Even
So-
today, it still gets me.
And the psychic
Every time.
And the psychic power scaring you. Go watch Friday the 13th Part 6.
Oh, that's one of the best ones. I love doing that. Because that movie's awful.
Amityville Horror versus Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah, I got to go Invasion.
Dude.
I watched that one repeatedly.
Amityville Horror to me is really just a boring movie. It tries so hard to build up to something that wasn't that great.
That's actually the only movie when they say based on true events that I actually believe that there might have been true events,
I can believe it.
because you can't. We had the argument at work. You can't. They spent $80,000 on this house, which back in the 70s was a lot of money, and everything. And then for 28 days later, they just bail from their house.
Did you say 28 days later?
Yes, it was 28 days later. So
Imagine that. I would also go as far as to say I think the Amityville remake was better than the original. Might as well throw that out while
no,
we're
I
here.
stay with the original.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought the remake was actually really good.
You
It was
just
good.
It
wanna-
was very good.
You just want to rub down
but adding
Ryan Reynolds'
the
abs.
Ketchum and the insane asylum Indian burial ground stuff.
He had a point. It kind of got washed out while everyone was talking. He does have some nice abs.
So who makes it?
Yes.
Oh, Deadpool. You are my life.
And the last one in round one. Cabin in the Woods versus Candyman.
I didn't see Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, I'm picking Cabin in the Woods. I just watched it the other day again.
I've heard it's great. I haven't seen it, so I can't really vote. I've watched Candyman.
Don't say it again. That's been twice. That's twice it's been said.
Candy?
Candy?
Person.
John
Oh,
Candy.
fuck you up, fuck you up.
I love Cabin in the Woods. It's one of my favorite horror movies from the last few years.
Ah, God, I've heard such good things about it, and I've never seen it. But I love Candyman. I really...
I'm fine.
What the hell is going
Beetlejuice,
on?
Beetlejuice.
Candyman, Candyman, Candyman.
I'm going.
You gotta be in a mirror.
I'm going with Candyman because to this day, if you ask me to go into a bathroom and say Candyman 5 times to a mirror, I'm not going to do it.
I'll go do it right now.
No.
Leah thinks it's the most hilarious thing in the entire world to do to mommy while she's doing her makeup.
Candyman, Candyman, Candyman,
But guess
Candyman,
what?
Candyman.
That just popped up.
Oh. But
Because it's terrifying.
Love Cabin in the Woods. Gotta go Candyman.
sadly, because
And
I
tell
have
me
not seen
you
Cabin...
freeze framed it when they're in the elevator.
I think I know what you're talking about because I've seen, like, scenes from the movie. Is that the part where you see all the glass cubes with
Yeah.
all the mods?
Oh, yeah.
That really makes me want to watch that movie so
And
bad.
just freeze frame it, because apparently the creatures from Left 4 Dead are in it.
What? Yeah, they actually are. Yeah, the Boomer's in it, and there's another one that's in it.
The Hunter.
The Hunter, yes, the Hunter with the tongue. Or is that the Smoker?
That's there's like 4 of them in there.
On a side note, just because she may listen, my best friend since the age of 2 used to literally lock me in the bathroom. Hope you're listening. And yes, she's still my best friend. She would lock me in the bathroom. Well, she wouldn't lock me.
She would
I'm
scream
very tiny.
Candyman from the other room.
Let the secret out of the bag. I'm very, very tiny. She's very tall. She would hold the door from the other side, so I essentially was locked in. And she would start screaming Candyman. And I really, really, to this day, am terrified. Like when I thought you were going to continue to say it. And it scares me.
I already said it 5 times.
It's
said it like 20.
It's a psychological thing. But the dude who played him, they could not have got a better actor. They really could not have hired.
No, he was amazing
to play that guy.
Tony Todd is great.
He's amazing.
He was creepy
and even
as
though when I was
hell, dude.
a kid, the thing with the bees really didn't scare me that much. But the older I got, the more I watched it, it was just mesmerizing and just
the ending is
voice.
what got me when it wasn't Candyman. Dude was saying her name over and over. I was like, it's not going to happen.
Sorry,
got me every time.
One of my favorite movies.
Round 2. Fight!
We are moving on to the second round.
And
So
I'm
we have
watching more just blowovers here.
16 movies left.
We're down to where it was supposed to be.
We have The Exorcist versus Halloween.
That is such bad.
Yeah, Exorcist.
I'll let you guys go.
I wish Malia was here.
If I can only...
I know. I'm thinking about it, but...
If I can only watch one for the rest of my life, it's going to be Halloween.
Exorcist.
Oh.
One for the rest of your life, really?
That sucks. I thought we were about to say the same thing. It didn't work. I'm voting Exorcist also.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The help me appearing on her.
Yeah.
You know, all the effects. The spider walk when they finally put it back in.
Well, yeah.
The cooch stabbing with a cross.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. Dude, I don't see. Oh, it's going to be so tough if it comes down to it. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm hoping never to see that
All right.
matchup.
Psycho versus A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, I'm still staying Psycho. But it's...
Kudos. Do you want to try and sway us?
No, don't get me wrong.
No.
No, I'm not fighting 2-on-1 here.
It's not going to happen.
If you've been a listener to the podcast, you know we're huge Nightmare on Elm Street fans.
Although if I watch that documentary one more time, I think I'm going to end up getting divorced from my wife.
It's a great documentary.
Oh, god damn it. Got to mention the
Never
name.
Sleep Again.
Thank you. Never Sleep Again. Such a good documentary.
All right. The Thing versus Poltergeist.
I'm going to give it to The Thing.
I'm going with The Thing.
Oh, wow. We all
Practical
struggled to
effects are
decide.
just too good.
Don't get me wrong, any movie that uses real skeletons for their production is awesome.
Well, that was Poltergeist.
Yeah.
You voted The Thing.
Yeah, I know, but the effects on The Thing are just scary as hell.
No, it was a great special effects film. I mean, Steven Spielberg and basically what people consider his prime, pretty much. He's got the greatest movies coming out.
And if you can still sit there and argue whether or not Kurt Russell and the other guy were which one was infected.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
That ending was so epic. That's the thing. As much as I love The Thing, I still think it had the slowest ramp-up time to a movie. And once it was in full
once it
gear...
started going, though.
Oh, no. Once that dog's head splits...
Oh, dude. Yeah, once that movie got going, though, it was just... It never stopped. I loved it. Like I said, it started slow for me. I remember the first time I actually watched it as an adult instead of as a kid. I was like, why is this movie, like, popular? And then it's like I watched it 50 times in a row. I came over to your house. You were, like, half asleep. You were doing work. I don't remember what you're doing. You had Netflix open. I was like, oh, The Thing. I'm just going to watch The Thing again. It was awesome. I love that movie.
All right. Next match. Dawn of the Dead versus Alien.
Oh, God. That's a tough one. Again, I'm going to go last.
One movie, rest of my life, Dawn of the Dead.
I'm going Alien.
Why did you look at Chris when you said it?
I knew that's Wayne's shame.
Because those are two really good fucking movies, but I would much rather watch Alien. I'm a sci-fi nerd.
That's fine.
Do I have to pick?
Yes. You're the deciding vote.
I'm the decider.
You get to figure out what's going to happen. Well, obviously we have to talk because he's having trouble. What would you say is better about Dawn of the Dead over Alien?
I like the way the effects were done for the 1970s.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it's
Tom
all
Savini.
in one. It's just one contained. And granted, Alien does the exact same thing. It's everybody's contained in just one spot. But just watching the 4 survivors just continue this downfall of they're trapped in the mall. They can't get out until the bikes bust in, and then it just all.
The biker scene was great.
Yeah.
I can relate.
I think with Alien, what makes it a better film is that it's not like this gang of things. It's not a building number. There's this one force, and nobody can figure out a way to stop it.
Yeah. And I will give one plus is what they did with Aliens with the chest burster. That was completely lit up. There was nothing really in the darkness. That was pure light. Everyone's just standing there watching it.
That and the fact that when you think about it, in Alien, you think there's only this one threat, and then you find out about the AI, the robot
Right,
on board.
Ash.
And out of nowhere, it's like, oh, we're fighting this alien threat, and out of nowhere, it's just like, anybody who tries to stop me, I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Yeah, 'cause
and then all of a sudden, it's which the game Alien Isolation played on.
Yeah, because that's when they were when they finally figure out the company wants to keep this thing and study it.
And it does not care about anybody on that ship.
Oh no.
It just wants that alien. Everybody else can die. We got a robot. If you get in his way, he'll kill you too.
Josh?
But those robots drink a lot of milk.
That was a lot of milk.
Malia? Okay.
I think you just won me over with the Android argument.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice. I think I helped it out. Because at that point, the terror turns into something else. It's no longer what you thought it was.
Yes, because it's not like clearly during the movie you kind of see him like there's something off about him. Like he really wants this alien for some reason. Yeah, but I don't think you ever saw that coming.
Yeah, he makes it sound like he's all about the research and science. We have to capture this alive. And then you find out, I really don't care. I'm a robot. I have orders, and I'm not going to deviate. And if you get in my way, you're going to die.
Love
And
both
then he died.
movies, but I think you won me over with that argument.
Hell yeah.
Next matchup. Blair Witch Project versus Night of the Living
Night
Dead.
of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, it's going to be 2-1.
Damn. So you were going to go Blair Witch?
Yeah.
You go
Yeah.
Blair Witch overnight?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess some people prefer to wet their pants.
Alright, sorry.
Alright, Evil Dead Remake versus Jaws.
Evil Dead. God damn.
Jaws.
Whoa. Whoa. All right.
I'm going to go Jaws.
Wow.
I am completely offended by everybody in this room.
You can only watch one for the rest of your life. It's going to be Jaws. If nothing else, for the doll's eye scene.
I
We're
don't-
talking about the USS
no,
Indianapolis.
it's Evil Goddamn Dead.
It's Jaws. Sorry, buddy. It's 2-1.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh, I'm so angry right now. That was my winner.
Oh,
Fuck you.
I've already got a clear indication
Fantasy
of who the
Horror
winner.
Movie League.
I'm
Next-
so angry
Next
right now.
matchup: Child's Play versus Carrie.
Yeah, that one I'm going Carrie.
I'm probably still going to go Child's Play, honestly.
You know what? Between those two, I'm going to go Child's Play.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I
wow.
thought I was going to lose again. I lose the one I actually cared about. God damn it.
So I didn't vote for Child's Play in the first round, but yeah, between those two, I think I would go Child's Play.
And honestly, did you watch kind of the reboot-ish kind of thing Child's Play did?
Oh, it was great.
I thought so too.
I loved it.
Curse of Chucky?
Was it Curse?
The newest one that they did.
Isn't that Curse of Chucky?
It might be.
I don't remember
It
what
came
it's
out
called.
like 2 years ago.
It deals with the girl in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah,
good
because
to
it
me.
was Child's Play 2. I don't think they did a 3. Then they did Bride of Chucky, Seed of
No,
Chucky.
they did 3.
They did
Is
3.
it-
He was in.
That was the military school.
the
That was
military,
yeah.
Okay.
And the new one, I kind of hated how they kind of threw it back retrospectively to be like, and then I jumped out here and I had sex with this chick and made a daughter, and then I went back to this. But I thought the intensity of the movie was really cool.
Yeah, they did. It was less comedy, more.
It was
horror.
definitely more horror.
Yeah.
And that mom was such a bitch. She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you thought he was hitting on you? No, you're in a wheelchair. Shut up." I was like, "Wow. I hope you die first." All right, here we go.
All right, Invasion of the Body Snatchers versus Candyman.
Kirk,
Body Snatchers.
I'm going Candyman.
I was gonna go Candyman. Hey,
All the classic movies from the 70s and 80s are being knocked out here.
Candyman was definitely 80s.
That's like 89.
89. Yeah, I was about to say that's like on the verge. We'll check that on break. I'm not sure if that's even accurate.
Holy Jesus.
All right, just for the sake of consistency, let's take an intermission just to play some copyrighted music that gets torn off of YouTube. I'm not letting
I
this
will
go.
actually look up Candyman.
Oh, she's looking up
It's written
Candyman.
down
Don't say it again!
We'll announce it when we come back.
Well, no, because round 3 and 4 are going to be really short. We should probably just get it out of the way.
All right, let's get it out of the way.
That's
All
what she
right,
said.
start of round 3. Ding, ding.
Boom, boom.
Holy Jesus, guys.
I don't think it's going to be as quick as you think.
The Exorcist versus A Nightmare on Elm Street.
The Exorcist.
Exorcist.
He feels betrayed right now.
I do.
I'm
I
sorry.
Really do.
It's the better movie. Wife of the podcast is pissed. You can say it. We're on an audio podcast. We need to know. What happened?
92.
Candyman came out in 1992.
92.
That's definitely 89.
Yeah, I'm close.
I'm sorry, Josh. As much as I love A Nightmare on Elm Street, I feel the better film is The Exorcist. Coming from a guy who used to watch A Nightmare on Elm Street every night while he went to bed.
I am so sad in the balls right now.
Sorry.
I think we're all a little sad in the balls. My balls went last round. Wait, what? All right, next round.
The Thing versus Alien.
That's a tough
Oh.
one. This is one of the hardest ones for me. I love them both so much. I'm going last. I've said that every time.
If it's only one for the rest, I'm going Alien.
One for the rest of your life, Josh.
I'm still going The Thing.
So, although
Oh my
most
God,
of the
you
best
guys
quotes I
left
would
it
ever
on
do
me.
came out of the second Alien movie.
This is so hard. Can we pause podcast?
I'm going again, and yes, Alien had great practical effects. They, built the suit. They got a really tall black guy to be in the suit.
Has it got to be black?
Wait, what?
He was black. He was black.
Anyway,
Damn! They got a really tall black guy. Damn, that's a big black guy.
I don't know if it was a basketball player or what, but he was really
They
tall.
got a creepy German sculptor. To design
Jesus,
it.
Why you
it's just getting worse. Why's it got to play basketball? All
I
right,
get that a lot.
I hate to do it, but I gotta go with Kurt.
You're going Alien?
Yeah, no, I'm going The Thing. It's Kurt Russell, right?
Yeah.
Kurt, not Kirk.
Yeah, I said Kurt. Kurt Russell.
I'm sure you get that a lot. Sorry, Kirk.
Did you get that, Kurt Russell?
Actually, I usually don't even hear my
Kirk
first name.
Cousins does.
He heard you today. Hail to the Redskins. I gotta go to The Thing. I love that movie. It's so amazing. I love Alien also, but
But if it's only
Won the rest of my life, man.
I'm going Alien.
I'm going The Thing. God damn it. I'm so sad right now. I did not want to see Alien lose.
All right, next match: Night of the Living Dead versus Jaws.
Night of the Living Dead.
Yes, I'm staying with Night of the Living Dead.
I would go Jaws.
Well, that's why you got a doll's eyes.
You will not be watching that for the rest of your life.
No.
Smile, you son of a...
Jeez. I think we're going to need a bigger voting bracket.
Child's Play versus Candyman.
Whew.
Child's Play.
You get my 80s versus 80s. Ha ha.
Child's Play.
Oh, we
I would have
got
gone
two.
Candyman.
Really?
Yep.
Now, the thing with Candyman is it is a good movie. There's a lot of build-up in it. Just
for
like
sure.
with Child's Play.
So here's the thing.
Payoff.
As I mentioned, I used to have my buddy.
My buddy.
I mentioned that
My
actually.
buddy
I know.
and me.
Scared the living shit out of me when that movie came out. I did not want a My Buddy anymore. He could go fuck off.
Oh, make it go.
I eventually got over that. However, I remember a few years ago, I don't know if you remember or not, but we were in Waldorf, and you stopped to get gas.
Yeah.
And I went to go use the bathroom, and I came out, and I was like, dude, it's the Candyman bathroom.
I do remember.
And then you went in, you were like, it is the fucking Candyman
It
bathroom.
was right around the time of Halo 2.
Oh, yeah, headset times, yeah.
Dude, let me go into a little tangent. Continue show. You remember those guys?
No, not at all.
Here.
Um,
I'd like to.
They have another podcast that they work on called Goose Buds, and they were talking about Night of the Living Dummy. I'm sure you remember that.
No.
Well, fuck off. It doesn't matter.
I know what you're talking about.
But, yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. But there was this, Paul was like, he's like, I was a skittish kid and I had My Buddy. and he heard about Child's Play and everything, and he's like, I want nothing to do with this. And he was like, I was so terrified, I would take my buddy, and I would throw him in the closet every night. And I would put a chair up against it so I couldn't get out. I was safe. And then I woke up one morning, and the chair was sitting next to my bed with my buddy staring at me. Apparently, his dad thought it would be hilarious to start fucking with him every night. So any night he figured he locked him in that closet, he would pull it out, put the chair by his bed, and put the my buddy in the chair. So every time he locked him up, he'd wake up with my buddy staring him down in the face. Fuck that guy.
Did he rename the doll Annabelle?
I don't know what happened. I don't know where this went from there, but I was like, dude, if my dad did that to me, I don't know what I'd do. You wake up every morning and there's a doll staring at you in the face. It's like, I put you in the closet, dude. Can't you just stay there?
I remember I saw Child's Play with my sister, and then next morning my mom asked, why is the Cabbage Patch Kid that has the holding hand with a paring knife sitting outside your sister's room? I'm like,
Now I want to watch
That's
Annabelle.
awesome. No, I remember it was...
see Annabelle.
I want to
don't
see it.
remember.
She's in the museum.
Annabelle's in the museum?
Yeah, the Warrens have a museum where they keep all their... You can actually go see the Annabelle doll.
That's pretty cool.
It looks nothing like the one in
It's a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not nearly as amazing.
That's not the one.
Well, apparently this is a room where they have people come in and bless it like twice a week.
What?
Yeah, it's all the demonic stuff. They put it all in one room.
So people believe that in reality... Okay. Moving right along.
Moving on to the next round.
Semifinals.
Oh my god. Really? It came down to this.
The Exorcist versus The Thing.
I don't know.
Oh, you can go first now.
No, I don't want to go first. The Thing. God damn
Yeah, I'm still staying Exorcist.
You guys are going to have to convince me again.
it. So he is undecided and we have to talk about the movies. The great thing about The Exorcist was watching the casual, the growth of the demon itself pushing through her. Because it wasn't just all of a sudden, oh, I'm fucking evil.
Right.
So that's what I found really good about it. And the effects, of course, the spider crawl back down through the staircase, pissing on the floor during the party. I thought that was a great movie. But The Thing, I think, trumps it. Just the special effects themselves are terrifying.
Yeah, I'll give you the effects and everything, but The Exorcist, like I said, the build-up of it, the way it just started with, and it even started with in Iraq, they showed you the demon.
Yeah.
They showed you the statue of the, Pazu.
I was about to say, I would normally know the name of the demon, but right now, of course, we're recording. That's why it's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, and then they go through the whole thing, and obviously you had 5 more movies before they showed why the father had a history with this demon.
Oh, but, in The Thing, when they go to do that I think it was what are you doing? You're touching buttons. Don't touch buttons.
How many people
I
can
think he
quote
figured
The
out his
Thing?
vote. How many people can quote The Thing?
And how many people have said, ooh, The Thing really... that ruined me for scary movies.
A bunch of
I
dumb
want to go
old
near
people.
where The Thing was filmed.
I can
all
quote.
of these things.
I can quote The Thing. It was. There's a good quote.
That was
So-
awesome, David.
3600 Prospect Street in Georgetown.
Right. I used to run those stairs, believe it or not.
That part where they're going to. I don't remember what they're doing. I think they're going to use defibrillators on somebody, and the chest opens up with the teeth, and it bites his arms off.
I think.
No, I don't
Exorcist
remember
is
what
your
they were doing to go into his chest. You're not a part of the debate.
I know, sorry.
It's okay, woman. You can voice your opinion.
Woman, you shut your mouth, woman.
We're trying to sway Josh. I just feel you're working
Just
against
so you
my
know,
cause.
The child in the other room and the woman
Yeah.
think that Candyman would have won.
There you go. But the whole ending scene where he's sitting there and he's trying to figure out what he can do, dude, all of that tension is brought up to such crazy levels. I'm sticking with The Thing.
Yeah, I'm going to Exorcist. The way it builds up, just going through the whole concept, watching her become possessed, and then watching the father take it and then leap out the window. And you have to admit, Father Merrin showing up for the first time under the light. Yeah, tell me that's not the most iconic picture ever.
I want to watch it now.
Maybe you should watch Kurt Russell doing work.
Maybe you should watch A Cold Beer Not Coming to You.
This
Not
one is
here.
pretty warm. Cold beer not here.
Watch Kurt Russell die at the end of the movie because there's no way he survived that.
Oh, Kirk.
Oh, he made it out. And then he made more movies.
And
This
he was-
absolutely hurts my soul.
This one's tough. He's come to a decision.
I know where he's
Baby, are
going
you
if it's hurting his
okay?
soul.
I love you.
I'm gonna go with The Exorcist
What?
Oh,
Why
I
is
didn't
it
know. I
hurting
didn't know where
you?
you were going if it hurt your soul.
Why does it hurt you?
because I love The Thing so much.
You've just announced practical effects, and this is why we have CG. Thank you.
All
Go
right,
ahead, put that
tell your
vote
internal
in.
struggle. Why are you hurting, baby?
Put that vote in.
The Exorcist has practical effects. What are you talking about?
They were all
Not
practical.
nearly as good. God. Let's go watch Independence Day. Alright.
No, that really is
It's full.
a tough one for me, but I think The Exorcist takes it overall because
You're an asshole.
no, I mean,
Why can't my opinion ever
yes,
matter
I am.
here?
look, I'm never gonna go to Antarctica, probably. And
Iceland.
even if I was, I'm not going to be there for years on end. I'm not going to discover some alien species
Because
that's
I'm
going
not
to
going with him.
bite my hands off. But you and I both have kids.
Yeah? What?
What would you do if a demon was suddenly taking over your kid?
Alright.
Whoa!
You win. God damn it.
I would totally film it and sell it to Fox as a reality show.
I'm sure Sony will buy it. Either that or take it off the internet.
I was
and
going to
say
say,
it
they
infringes
will
their
take it
copyright.
off.
All right, last matchup of the semifinals: Night of the Living Dead versus Child's Play.
Night of the Living Dead.
It's Night of the
Not
Living
living
Dead.
dead.
The last one's kind of hard, but I see where you guys are probably going to go. You
Didn't sound hard.
assholes. This is the final.
Yeah.
Welcome to the last round. Is there a loser's bracket?
There's no losers bracket.
Is this best 2 out of 3?
We're not doing double elimination.
All right.
Best of 5. Best of 7.
It ends
in there.
with The
be in there.
Exorcist versus Night of the Living Dead. Oh, everybody goes quiet.
I'm going Exorcist. I'll go first.
I'm going Night of the Living Dead.
It's all up
No
to Kirk.
pressure, Kirk.
Oh no, the guest gets the stress load.
I left some food in the water.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a very tough one, but I appreciate Night of the Living Dead.
Look, you're
more.
complaining about no 70s movies making it to the end.
Well, that one's a 60s movie,
Oh,
so.
don't try and
Damn.
Don't try.
He just shut you down so
Well, what's a
well.
70s movie? Yeah. If it's only one for the rest of my life, Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, my opinion matters.
That was one of the first horror movies I ever saw. That was one that actually probably scared the hell out of me.
I really never found Exorcist too scary.
It's still
It's-
scary, but it's not. It's not. Look at the people,
I'd
creepy
much
people
rather-
walking.
Exorcist, walk out of the
It's
bedroom.
real.
Night of the Living
It's
Dead,
real
you
to
walk
me.
out of the bedroom and they're everywhere. There's no escape.
Scary
that
because it's
and-
real.
You know, you looked 100 yards to one side of my house, and it was my father's funeral home. Wait.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I
not
would-
growing up like that. Growing up, Kirk.
All right.
Da, 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 da,
So
da.
for our first Halloween special movie royale, we will have a second one. I'm sure the winner is going to be back. But this year, 2015, the winner is Kirk.
Night of the
Night
Living
of the Living Dead.
You're not Kirk, asshole.
I started talking before you said Kirk.
Sorry, I was. Here we go. Night of the
See, I
Living
thought you
Dead.
were referring to Kurt Russell.
Everybody, golf claps. Good
Good
on
job,
you,
Mr.
George. You did a great job.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kurt.
And then you made Survival of the Dead and
I was
Diary of
talking
the
about
Dead,
Kirk.
and
I
we
was
stopped
talking
liking
about-
you.
Yes. And we're like,
Film.
just go away.
Awesome movie. Well worth watching. Is it who I wanted to win? No.
Whatever. I want a paranormal activity, but it
All right.
isn't even in this.
Let's throw it out there. Who did you want to win out of the initial
I like
30,
the strangers too.
32?
Oh, man, I don't know, because
Who did you want to take the whole thing when you heard the name?
I was actually thinking The Exorcist would take the whole thing.
And it came down to it and you voted
Yeah.
against it.
But I didn't think Night of the Living Dead would get that far in.
I wanted Evil Dead to win so bad. I love that movie.
Evil Dead's great. Nightmare on Elm Street, of course. The Thing.
The worst part is also knowing I would have wanted Nightmare on Elm Street to go further and then having to stab it in the back.
You did. You straight up
I will
stabbed
say
it right
this:
in
when
the-
I texted Josh my pick of my top 25 horror movies, I think the response was half of these I've never heard of.
I've watched a good chunk of these. I'd say out of the 32, I've watched 27, 28 of them. Like, I'll just leave those details out. But
Yeah, you need to watch Cabin in the Woods.
all right, anybody for their underrated, think they should have gone further movies?
Wrong turn.
Which one?
47.
47.
Wrong
All
turn,
of them.
47.
I'm going to say my underrated loser was Hellraiser. I thought it would do better.
Yeah, you were
It
not
died in
happy
the
about
first
that.
round. I love that movie. Anybody have anyone they were sad to see go early? You were pretty mad about Nightmare on Elm Street.
Probably Cabin in the Woods. But, I mean, it was... Yeah.
Yeah,
I wish I could have seen that. I still have time.
I'm pretty sure you have time.
I wish I could have seen that. It's not impossible now.
By the way, I'm probably going to watch that on Halloween. Good times, right? Good times. Watch a horror movie on
And then
Halloween.
you'll come back and be like, I'm changing my vote, and it's going to throw off the entire team.
Get Kirk back here.
We
We'll
do the whole
this
tournament.
episode.
All right, so we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and do some gasming.
Gasms. We're gasming. And we're going to... I'm so sad. I kind of want to talk Xenogears for the next hour. We're only on an hour and some change. So let's do it. No, we're done. Goodbye.
Oh my god, I'm so having a nerdgasm.
Yeah, I said they're introducing self-lacing shoes, though.
Where's my goddamn hoverboard?
They got
By
that
the way-
one.
Come to me,
We're back.
Apple Small.
We're back.
We're back.
Yes,
I
we
don't
are
think
back
anybody
to...
realized we're back because Josh is an
Back to the
asshole and
future.
just hits record.
We are back to the future.
We're back to the future. The future is now the past.
Yes, it
Technically.
is. Yes, it is.
Back to the Future is irrelevant. Don't go watch it. Yeah, it's true. Don't go watch it.
All right, so here's my nerdgasms. Back to the Future is great.
Oh,
And I
guess
actually-
go watch Back to the Future.
I actually have that written on there.
All right.
Roller coasters are great. Back to the Future is great. And Star Wars...
Damn, you just... Can I clean my shoe?
Exactly what he said.
Sorry, I got some stuff on me.
Yeah, it's just hair.
Those are my nerdgasms. Dirty nerdgasms.
You just ran through them. You didn't even explain. You're like, this, boom.
I'm not explaining
He
shit.
runs trains for 3 days.
What?
What?
Who runs a train for 3 days?
Big pun, look it up.
The lady in the middle has to get tired. No? Nobody? Just me?
What are your gasms, goddammit?
Metal Gear Solid fucking 5. I'm still playing it.
6th week in a row. All right.
Fuck you, that game is amazing. The best part is knowing that in this time, I've bought 2 other games. 2 other games. I've bought Tales of Zestiria.
Of
I
what?
love the Tales
Spell it?
series. Zestiria.
There with two Z's?
Zesteri.
No.
No?
Zestiria.
Oh, Jesus.
Can you use it in a sentence?
He just used.
I just bought Tales of Zestiria.
Damn, you're in your sentence.
I bought that. I played the intro, and then I went to go play it the next day, and I was like, Metal Gear. And I'm not even doing anything important. I beat the game. I'm just playing the game. I have a whole new game lined
It's all
up.
about the game.
And then
How you
I-
play it.
at the same time, I have the new, like we talked about it, I have the new Guitar Hero, and it's just like, this is great, but I'd much rather be running missions in Africa or Afghanistan.
There's
We're running
some
trains
prisoner
for
that
days.
needs rescuing somewhere.
I literally, that's funny you say that, I was running the prison Or the prison missions.
If only I knew somebody that had worked at Guantanamo.
This shit would be awesome!
Ran a prison! That would be great.
Dude,
Damn it.
Metal Gear Solid 5 is definitely my game of the year right now. I've never dropped 100 hours in a game.
Never?
No, not true. Final Fantasy VI on Super Nintendo.
Okay.
What?
That was the last time I broke triple digits on a game.
Back to the Future.
Not counting MMOs?
No, MMOs don't count. There's a lot of sitting around just waiting.
But most of them is just turn it on and let it run.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, well, it's on. Let me go talk to my friends. This is a chat room now.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, beside Metal Gear Solid 5, Halloween.
Woo! The Halloween.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Because the next
Halloween,
episode we're going to
fuck
record is
yeah.
going to be...
Oh,
Whoa,
that's
copyright.
gonna be edited.
Can't
Copyright.
I don't think
say
they've ever
fuck yeah.
said that before. I really don't.
I'm pretty sure the next episode we record is going to be on Halloween itself, so it's not going to be a Halloween episode.
Nah, it'll be the day after Halloween.
Yeah, because I got to edit it.
Yeah. Edited it.
I got to edit it.
Any more?
Edit it. Any more? No. Maybe. No. It's over.
Kirk, any nerdgasm?
I got one. Jessica Jones.
Oh, hey,
Coming out in
there you go.
November.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
I was just about to say that. We can replace me on the show. She read my mind.
No.
Who the fuck is
David,
that?
we can never replace you. Can I just tell you that, like, I love my husband.
I
so
love your
much.
husband too.
I do. I know. But
If I ever got him
you
drunk enough to where he'd
crack
have
my
sex
ass
with
up.
me,
He does. He makes me laugh constantly, but you crack my ass up on the podcast. So anyway, Kirk, I'm sorry. Back to you.
everybody loves the moron.
Who the fuck is Jessica Jones?
Who the fuck is Jessica
Who
Jones?
the fuck is Renee Zellweger?
Jessica Jones.
Well, no, former superhero, former Avenger becomes. It's gonna be a Netflix TV show.
Really?
Yeah. She doesn't really lose her powers, but kind of stops using them.
It's not going to be like that person who tried to play Spider-Man's double and got knocked out with a clothesline.
No.
Okay.
You.
Shout outs to the last podcast.
Shout out to David.
You were talking about that the last one, weren't you? The guy who was working for
So
Sony.
why did
Stop
she just
watching the
stop
tournament.
using her superpowers? I don't get it.
She just long convoluted story.
Oh.
So
I don't want to be
Good
super
times.
anymore.
Good story. I like that.
yeah, but even she mentioned like, can you fly? I think so. But she becomes just a private investigator,
Awesome.
still working with. In the
course.
comics, she'll call the Avengers and they're like, yeah, we're busy. I'm like, wait, I used to work with you.
We've got monsters that are about 3 stories tall. That
This asshole still hasn't watched Daredevil, so.
Daredevil?
Yeah.
What the fuck is Daredevil?
Exactly.
What the fuck is
On
a
Netflix?
Yeah.
I'd have to have a Netflix account that I have.
What the fuck is a Netflix?
You have one.
I do have one.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
Can I tell you your abs look great today?
Thank you. I'm wearing my Spider-Man shirt with the painted on
With
abs.
abs.
It's Spooderman, get it right.
Hey, sometimes you got a spooter.
Or if you're watching The Simpsons, Spider Pig.
Spider Pig. Spider Pig.
Just
Does
whatever
whatever
a
a Spider
spider
Pig can do.
Alright. And on that note, we're going to wrap this shit up.
No. I have one more gasm.
Get it. Get it out. Get it out
I
now.
got one more gasm.
Can't drive home with that shit.
Guitar Hero. You finally had something that changed the way music games are played. Congrats.
Really? Whatever.
Hey, the new guitar aesthetic, it's pretty good. Pretty damn good. I enjoy it.
To Guitar Hero.
Go through playing Rock Band and Guitar Hero for how many years now?
I love my rock band. You will never.
I don't care what you say. You're just the wife of the podcast. You go.
And you
Get in the
like
corner.
Hellraiser
Welcome
over
to
Blair
Misogyny
Witch.
Podcast.
mostly come at night. Most.
Jesus!